Well, students have the chance to vote on what they'll eat at school tomorrow at the 14th Annual Region 5 School Food Show. And Jean Kyle and Jean Robler are here to tell us more about it. Thank you both so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us.
So this is something that I imagine a lot of people, because I know I didn't realize that students really do have a chance to help decide what they're going to eat the next year at school.
Yes, they do. In our co-op, we have 51 districts, and we all come together at the Beaumont Civic Center. This is our 14th year to have this, where the students come in. They'll come in, and it's just like the Taste of the Triangle, only for the schools. They'll come in, they'll go from booth to booth, they'll eat the food, they'll try it, they'll evaluate it, and leave it in the box and keep going. And from that, when the districts come together in April to decide what goes on the bid, then we'll review all of those sheets that the students have sent in to evaluate the food.
Okay. Now, this is your 14th year. How involved would you say the students really are in coming out and tasting the food and making these votes?
Oh, they're very involved. They are very. Our co-op, like I said, has 51 districts, and we do actually 2 of these a year. We do one in the Lufkin area for our North End districts, and we do one here at the Beaumont Civic Center. And as it gets, the longer it goes, the better it gets and the bigger it gets. This is going to be a big show tomorrow.
So where do you get your vendors? Where do the vendors come from?
The vendors are the ones that we use to provide the food on our bids now. Also new vendors that are saying, you know, hey, I'm out here, what can I do to get in with the schools? This is an opportunity for them to show their new products.
So is there anything new or any new vendors that are going to be out there this year?
Oh, absolutely. They're going to be everything's going whole grain, whole wheat. So they'll all be out there showing anything new that's coming up for the next school year.
Okay. And now this is tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon rather, is when it starts.
Yes, it starts tomorrow at 2 o'clock. From 2 to 4, we let our managers and food service directors, such as Mr. Robler, go through, and they're looking at calorie content. You know, how much whole grain is in it. You know, how can they serve this item? We're at 4 o'clock, from 6 o'clock to 6 o'clock when the kids go through. Then they're looking at, you know, how does it taste? Is it good enough? I want to eat it.
Do I want to eat this?
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Very nice. So, what does this mean for you having this kind of event?
It actually gets to have the kids' input on what they want to eat. Once those kids tell us what they like, they take it back to their peers and say, hey, we helped select this, and bring it back to the schools. There's no better recommendation than having the kids say that we like it.
This is true.
And so that's the biggest thing that you can do is if the kids like it, it's an easy sell.
Exactly.
And with our changes we've had this last 2 years, it's really imperative we have the kids' likeness of it and input on it. So it's great for us to be able to visit with the kids and see the kids' expressions.
Yeah, of course. And then, of course, if you don't vote, you can't complain about it. So you better go out there and taste the food and vote. And if it is like Taste of the Triangle, I mean, that's a big, huge buffet. I mean,
absolutely. And our kids are the ones that have been there before, you can tell because they know exactly what to do. They're serious about it.
Yeah.
You know, they're the smart kids. They know what healthy foods are like, and they get in there and they do it.
And they want to make sure they're getting it next year.
Absolutely.